We're going to be finding percentages today, okay? So 48% of 86. We're going to use a really straightforward method. Now, 48% is just a fraction, 48 over 100, and we can make that into a decimal. So the first thing we're going to do is turn the percent into a decimal. Okay, so 48% is just 48 hundredths. Okay, so really it's just 0.48. So I'm going to, and then I am going to multiply. So I already turned my percent into a decimal. I do that by moving the decimal over 2 places, because in a whole number, like 48%, the decimal goes at the end. We don't see it because we don't need it. We need to move it to the left 2 places. 1, 2. So I'll put it right there. Get rid of that one. Okay, now I need to set up my multiplication problem. 86 times 0.48, because I need the decimal part in there. So I'm going to multiply my first numbers. 8 times 6 is 48. Put my 8 down here. I put a 4 up here, but I have another video that shows how to multiply these numbers, these 2 digits by 2 digits. You can look that up if you're having a hard time with it. 8 times 8 is 64, plus that 4 we had up here is 68. Now I have to put a 0 down here to hold its place and start multiplying by this number here in the tens place. 4 times 6 is 24, and I'd put my 2 up here. 8 times 4 is 32, plus that 2 that would be up here is 34. Now I'm going to add them up. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12, so I have my 2 down here. I'd put a 1 up here. Now 1 plus 6 plus 4 is 11. Put my 1 down here, an extra little 1 up here. 1 plus 3 is 4. Now mind you, I didn't put the little numbers where I carried them up here. I assume by now you guys know how to do that. If, again, you don't know how to do that, you can look up my other video that shows you how to multiply 2-digit times 2-digit and 3-digit times 2-digit. I'll have the link in the description. Now after I add them up, I have to put the decimals somewhere. So I count up how many places I move the decimal over in both of the numbers in my multiplication problem. So there's no decimal that's been moved over, but over here it's been moved over once, twice. So in my answer, I move it over once, twice. So 41.28, 41 and 28 hundredths. That is 48% of 86. So for all of these problems where it's asking you what is a percent of a certain number, turn the percentage into a decimal and then multiply it by that number. And to turn the percentage into a decimal, you move the decimal over 2 places. Okay. Now if by chance I had 125% of 86, 125, oops. Let me move this over here. My answer would be 1.25, because I moved the decimal over twice. So if it's over 100, you still move the decimal over twice. But in this case, it was 48%. So we move it over twice. That puts it at the front of the number, 0.48. Okay? So anytime you have a percent and you're trying to find a percent of another number, turn it into a decimal, the percent, and then you multiply it.